Yo, what is going on, you guys? This is King Froggy, and welcome back to another Metalhead Reacts. Today, I'm going to be reacting to another Hopsin song called Fly. Have no idea what the song is about as usual. Actually, I'm surprised I hadn't heard this one, kind of like with that first Hopsin song that you guys recommended. I've listened to a lot of Hopsin's work, so it's really interesting to, you know, sorry, my dogs. But it's really interesting to know that there's actually a couple of Hopsin songs that I don't know out there. Uh, anyway, before we jump into the video, be sure you leave a comment down below naming a song and an artist you want me to check out. Be sure you leave a like and be sure you subscribe if you're not already. Now let's hop into Hopsin Fly.
And that's why companies are thriving. It's a very important factor, especially in this day and age with the market being so saturated. And that's my presentation on marketing. Thank you.
Go away, Ad.
Okay, our next presenter will be Mr. Hopsin. Marcus Hopsin, the podium is yours.
I was taught that education is the only way to make it. Then how'd I get so much money inside my savings? My teachers never saw the heights that I was fucking aiming. Did the man who invented college go to college? Okay then. Am I the only one that noticed humans on the same shit? Y'all thoughts are selling on the same ship. And if that's the case, then that's the reason that you ain't shit. Let me enlighten you, my niggas, just let your brain drift. First of all, the best type of marketing is marketing that doesn't feel like marketing. It makes the people feel like they're a part of it. And when it's done right, corporations think it's marvelous. They feed us these ideas and then we place them in our hearts to sit. It's why players are good at getting chicks. It's why Nike is good at selling kicks. It's why Disney is loved by all the kids. Why McDonald's owners is super rich. We too blinded to ever see him pitch. See, when this happens, we take our health, wealth, lives, and just hand them off.
Alright, hold up a second. So let's go back up to the top here. And I was taught that education is the only way to make it. Then how would I get so much money inside my savings? So, thing like that. The thing about school, when you're in, elementary, middle, and high school, yeah, they're teaching you the basic essentials of, to function in today's society, but they're also teaching you mainly, like, the main objective of being in a school is to learn. But I do understand where it's coming from that, because we do have it pounded in our heads that the only way to make it is to have a good education. But I also kind of disagree with that, because in a way it kind of is. Like, yeah, you can get by, without an education, but if you look at it like logically, the only way to get like like, you can do stuff like this, but you have to, the music industry is very hard to get into, and so is acting or anything like that, or any type of entertainment industry at all is very, very difficult to get into. Trust me, I know. But, if you do get lucky enough to do something like that, then you'd be pretty good. But even if you do get in, it's still unpredictable, because the music industry kind of like, especially, kind of like, is a loan, basically. They give you money to start it up, but you basically have to pay them back twice as much. And like, so like, whenever it comes to school, yeah, you put a ton of money into school and getting an education. Like, my God, I can barely pay for school at the moment. But like, I'm still doing it because I know that if I do that, I'll have multiple options whenever I get out of it. So if one thing doesn't work out, I can be for sure that another one will, or if that one doesn't, then another one will, because I'm going into 3 different things. So, I mean, it's kind of good to have an education, because then you can ensure your future. When most of the time, when it comes to something, when basing your life purely on luck, a lot of the time it doesn't pan out, and you wind up working at McDonald's or something for the rest of your life. Now, And then you come down here and it's like, let's see, what was it? Marketing, the best type of marketing is marketing that doesn't feel like marketing. It makes the people feel like they're a part of it. And when it's done right, corporations think it's marvelous. Okay, so that actually is true because you do, like, a big thing about marketing, the way that people make it in marketing industry is because, like, they take ideas that they like and that they think other people like them would like, and they make it happen. And when they do that, it normally works because it's, instead of aiming high at what the majority of people would want, you're more aiming at people that are like you would want. And that's kind of what you need to do when it comes to marketing, because if you do that, you have a better chance of success rather than aiming to get everyone to like it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the thing there. All right, let's keep on going. Oh, also, I want to talk about one. I love the lyric delivery, and I love the basic sound design in the back, where it's just like the sounds maybe like a xylophone. I know it's not a xylophone. I know it's electronically, but it sounds like a xylophone. Doon 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 doon, and then you have the bass. It sounds pretty good. And then you have Hopsin's lyrical delivery and lyric style, and it just sounds very well done. So, all right, let's keep going.
Happens, we take our health, wealth, lives, and just hand them off, thinking that we did this from organic thoughts. I know you seen parents trick kids with candy toys and Santa Claus. The same method is used to trap adults, but instead of candy, it's with money, religion, drugs, and alcohol. Mention that shit and this go arouse us all. I done seen niggas get into fights over cigarettes like a pack of dogs. They get you hooked and then they laugh at y'all.
Yeah, very true, very true.
I really hate to break it to you, but your life's being played with.
Ooh, I like that.
Witness the world 'cause you stuck in the matrix. Everything we have been taught was all a lie. Open your eyes, open your mind. Man, can't you see we're robots who know not what we're doing?
really
We got
like
no
that
shot
chorus.
in the real
That
world
sounded
until we
great.
climb out of this ice cold box. Your whole life has been part of a whole plot to keep you at the bottom while they on top. Stay quiet, then they won't stop. They always trying to show us what we don't got. They do it to all of us till we finally break and go cop a go watch, knowing we need the cash for rent. My ass is sick just thinking about how rich and powerful all these bastards get. They package ideas like it's oxygen. They make us feel like if we ain't got it, we fucked and we cannot fit in. This fucking system is not your friend. And understand they controlling your thoughts, cause they got a lot to win. Niggas get turned away when I mention this. Ignorance is bliss, but I don't give a fuck. I won't censor shit. The matrix is real when you done entered it. It's way too intricate for you to ever realize that you fucking simpleton.
Okay, so one thing I want to go over in this verse is actually a lot of it was said I agree with. Like, can't see it. You can't. Can't you see we're robots who know not what we do when we got no shot? In the real world, until we climb out of the ice-cold box, your whole life has been part of a whole plot to keep you at the bottom while they on top stay quiet and they won't stop. I agree with a lot of that because in a way it's true, and only a small number of people, like whenever it comes to especially lower class citizens, like that don't have much money, that struggle to get by on a day-to-day basis, they can't really get into, college or anything like that. And they have it pounded into their head, basically, that, they won't ever amount to anything. And although they try to make themselves believe it, they don't. And they wind up shutting down and just basically following the sheep, basically, and doing, factory jobs and stuff like that, and stay stuck at the bottom. And then you have people, the small majority, that even though they come from a lower income area, do everything in their power to get an education and to do stuff like that, and to make something of themselves. And like, another reason I disagreed with that first part about, you don't have to go to college to make it. The reason I disagree with that is not the fact that you don't have to go to college to make it. it's like the reason I'm going to college is because I want to make something of myself. And I think that's the mindset of a lot of people. You know, they want to make something of themselves, so they go to college in order to aid them in that journey instead of having to go on it alone. I think that's the big part of that. Um, and then, let's see. And, like, you know, I mean, a lot of people today, you know, that's basically today's society. You go either to school and you come home, you do your work or anything like that, or either you go to work and you come home and then you go to work and then you come home. It's basically an endless loop, and you're trapped in that loop without knowing it. And that's what I think he means by Matrix. You know, because you're in that loop and you don't even know it, just like, you know, the theory of the Matrix, where everything is, you know, programmed and stuff like that, where you're basically stuck in the same loop over and over, but you just don't realize it. You think you're living your own life when really it's being controlled by other people. I think that's a big thing. All right, let's keep on going.
I really hate to break it to you, but your life's being played with. You have not witnessed the world cause you're stuck in the matrix. Everything we have been taught was all a lie. Open your eyes, open your mind, and fly. Yeah. Fuck Hollywood, fuck all these reality shows, making us feel lame unless we blowing stacks on new clothes, making us feel like we ain't cool unless we have a few hoes, making us feel like we ugly unless we have a new nose. I see naturally beautiful women get Botox, fake tits, fake lips, they so brainwashed and it doesn't make sense. Focus on your life and the path you pursuing, cause y'all too busy worried about what Kim Kardashian's doing. Check it, most of the shit that you sheep are watching on television is fake as fuck and it's not real. I rebel against it, it's the devil's business, they just reel y'all in. If they say it, we do it, yo, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. The system created the stereotype for the black image. That's why my people are scared to be different. Why don't you get it? I'm done practicing these ridiculous rituals. It's time I become a real individual and just do me.
See, that is a huge thing I agree with right there in that one verse. All these reality shows and stuff that, like, especially kids today are watching, have it pounding in their minds that they have to be a certain way or else they won't be popular, they won't fit in, they won't be cool. And I completely disagree with the way that our society has come to that, because you should be able to be yourself and be accepted. And the fact that people actually believe that they don't act a certain way, if they don't do a certain thing, if they don't dress a certain way, that, you know, people's opinions of them, you know, basically affect their everyday life. And it's bullshit, because, you know, you are who you are. Don't try to be something you're not. Don't try to be what these people on TV are. Don't try to be, you know, some, you know, plastic Barbie doll or some Ken doll. You know, you're who you are. You're perfect the way you are. Whether you're short, tall, fat, skinny, in between, it doesn't matter. You are who you are, and you're perfect just the way you are, and you are beautiful just the way you are. That's just the facts. You have to learn to accept yourself rather than try to turn yourself into something that you're not. And that's the exact opposite of what people are being taught today, because whenever it comes to like TV and everything else like that, they try to turn you into something, you know, they try to get you on to the newest trend. They try to make you believe that if you don't dress like Kanye West, or if you don't have huge boobs and a big ass, that you're not going to, you know, get some hot guy or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. It's all about you. And if the person that, you know, you're talking to or anything like that can't accept you for who you are, then fuck them. You don't need to be with them. You deserve better. You know, I mean, that's what I believe. And, you know, it's crazy that that's what society's come to. All right, let's keep going.
I really hate to break it to you, but your life's being played with. You have not witnessed the world cause you stuck in the matrix. Everything we have been taught was all a lie. Open your eyes, open your mind, and fly.
Okay, I'm confused on what's happening right now. Yeah, that. Okay, so one thing I want to go over in this last little bit before I cut this video, it said use your mind, be yourself, and nobody else but you. That is very inspirational, and I think everybody should live by that. If everybody lived by that, we would live in a much better place. Be yourself. Not what these people on, not what media wants you to be. Don't be what people expect you to be. Be yourself. And that is a very good message to send. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed it, be sure you leave that like button. Be sure you subscribe if you're not already. And I will, of course, see all of you guys in the next video. See ya.